So I learned about 4 different medical problems and I found them pretty interesting. So here I am making a video about them. Hi, I'm Christian. In this channel we go over many things medicine. This video is brought on to a big thing I do on this channel, where I create shorts and videos about interesting facts I learned about the human body, and then I post them. If you're interested in this, check out the link above to see the entire playlist of all the videos I do. Now that we're done with that, let's get into the video. Fact 1 is about varicose veins. So you might be asking, Christian, what are varicose veins? I mean, I doubt it you're asking it, but maybe. First things first, it's important to know what veins are. And they're blood vessels that are responsible for getting blood back to the heart for pumping purposes. In the veins are valves that prevent backflow. This is similar to stopping a car from going against traffic. These valves are especially important because the blood inside the veins are actually not that pressurized and they have to go against gravity. This backflow can cause bulging of the blood vessels, which causes varicose veins. This usually happens with pregnant ladies because they have more blood than usual, and old people because they don't have very stretchy veins. Fact 2. Fact 2 is about diabetes, or as Wilford Brimley would say, diabetes. Diabetes is an issue related to insulin. Insulin is responsible for bringing sugar, or your body's fuel, into cells. There are 2 different types of diabetes, type 1 diabetes and autoimmune disease, which is just fancy words that your body attacks the cells that produce insulin for the body. Most people who have this are born with it and usually require an insulin pump so they can get a steady supply of insulin. Type 2 diabetes is the diabetes most people usually think of. This is where the body is resistant to insulin. In other words, the body requires more insulin than usual to work. The onset is usually from diet or obesity, and they usually treat it by sticking themselves periodically with insulin and monitoring blood sugar levels. If you're finding this video interesting, do me a favor and leave a comment of an interesting fact that you know, and I'll make a video about it. So fact 3 is about sneezes. Sneezes occur when dust, dirt, or allergens ends up in your respiratory, and there's these little hairs in there called cilia, and wiggle and pretty much clump up all these allergens so your body can end up sneezing it out. So the crazy fact is that a sneeze comes out at over 100 miles per hour, which is faster than a tropical storm. So if you have to sneeze, do us all a favor, cover your mouth and don't be aiming at people. Fact 4. Fact 4 is an interesting comment in response of Josie. Earlier I posted a video on brain structure and she requested an explanation of this. The fact is that the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body, and the right side of the brain controls the left side of the body. Now for some reason I got a lot of heat about this. There's a lot of research studies out there that support this, and pretty much I'll explain a little bit better where the motor and sensory neurons go to alternating sides of the body to the alternate side of the brain. And if you still don't believe me after this video, just Google it. So now that that is out of the way, let's get to the point of this section. We'll start out with the background of the brain. Everybody pretty much knows that the brain is the control center of the body. There are these long wires called neurons which go from the brain all the way down through the spinal cord and out to their successive parts. There are some exceptions to this, such as the facial and cranial nerves, but I really won't get into this. Now the reason why it's crossed is a thing called motor decussation, which is a fancy word for crossing over of neurons. Also, that pronunciation of that word took like 15 times. While it's a hotly debated topic in the bioevolutionary realm, it was believed long ago that there was a thing called a somatic twist, which is really fancy words for the spinal cord getting switched from the belly side to the back side. And there you have it. There are 4 different facts about the human body and somewhat going in depth about it. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it really helps. If you like this video, you should look at this playlist where I go over a bunch of really weird facts. Thank you for watching. See you soon.